Hey everyone, welcome to Shima Flow Yoga. I'm Jodi, and today's video is yoga for stress, anxiety, and depression. So this video, we move through postures that really just bring balance to what we're feeling. So it kind of takes the highs and brings them back to center, the lows and brings them up, and gets everything really balanced. So take it at your own pace, rest if you need to, pause the video if you need to hold the postures longer, and just keep your mind open and positive. So grab your yoga mat and let's find your happy place. Let's begin in a reclined position. So you're going to come onto your back. Okay, so you come all the way onto the back. Just extend your feet out to the corners of the mat. Rest your arms. You can bring them to your sides with the palms up. You can rest them on your belly. We're just going to take a moment to connect with our breath, as this is really one of the best ways to really start to calm the body and to bring ourselves into the present moment, which is the most important place to be. So begin a natural breath, but take the breath in and out of the nose. Bring your attention to your breathing, whatever it is that grabs you, whether it's the movement of your body or the sound of the breath, the sensation through your nostrils, whatever brings your focus to the here and now. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling, to think what you're thinking without judgment or labeling. Your thoughts are never wrong. But when we hold on to our thoughts, that's when the challenge begins. So as soon as you recognize this thought is overpowering you, just go ahead and release it. It's important as we do our best to manage our emotions, our feelings, the stress in our lives, the anxiety that rides us, or the unhappiness that can take over ourselves. It's important to remember that we need to feel what we're feeling, to process what we're feeling, rather than trying to push it away, right? To resist, and to embrace and accept. And once we fully process, those set of thoughts or feelings or emotions can move on their way, freeing ourselves, opening ourselves up, giving us space to breathe, to change our perspective, to see things in a different light, right? It's all up to us. We have that strength and capability. All of these postures that we will be practicing today are going to help with either stress, anxiety, or feelings of sadness, depression, in one way or the other. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Take a rock side to side. Notice the sensation in your body, the lower back. We're going to start in bridge pose. So we're going to place the feet down with your knees bent, heels or ankles under the knees, feet about hip width distance. Bring your arms to your sides. And then we're going to lift the hips up. So once you lift your hips up here, you can walk the shoulders in, okay? You can leave your hands just as they are if you want to interlace the fingers. You can do that as well. Press into the hands as you lift the hips up. Just bring the inner thighs a little closer towards each other as you squeeze in. Notice as you press into your feet. You can get all four corners down, but be super mindful of what you're feeling in your body. Continue to focus on your breathing. Notice the strength in the back of the body. So this posture is really great to strengthen the back of the body while calming at the same time. So this posture hits all 3 points: stress, anxiety, and depression. Returning to the focus of the breath. Allowing everything to happen just as it is. Right? We start to let go of pushing away, right? Aversion or craving, wanting something you don't have, instead finding this peace of what is. Let's take one more inhale and then slowly lower your hips down. Bring your knees back in. Feel the release as you pull the legs into the chest, that release through the back, through your glutes. Again, a gentle rock side to side. What's the most important is you do what feels right for your body today. All right, we're gonna slowly come up to seated. So a couple ways: you can rock and roll forward and back and come up, or you can roll over to one side and come on up into your seated position. And we're going to straighten the legs out and come into a seated forward bend. Now, if you want to, you can elevate your hips by either placing a folded up blanket underneath your hips. You can roll the back of your mat in a few times to get elevation, or you can sit on a block or a pillow. Anything to elevate. And usually we elevate if we're feeling a little bit restricted in the back of the body coming into this forward fold. So just play around with it. One day might feel good to have those hips elevated, another day maybe not so much, so we work in the moment. So let's take a deep breath in. We're going to reach the arms up, maybe a little stretch side to side, and then exhale, take a forward fold. Okay, so we're going to reach the hands forward, pull the shoulders back, keep the legs straight. Try not to round through the back here. Instead, keep the back flat and hinge from your hips. So we're going to take that gaze straight forward, let the chest lead. Grab onto whatever you can reach. You can also use a small towel, or if you have a yoga strap, wrap the strap. I've got a strap right here. Wrap the strap around your feet to pull yourself in. Okay, shoulders back, gaze slightly forward. And then notice that really good sensation through the back of the legs. So this is a very energizing posture, making your body feel more alive. So this is really wonderful for if you're feeling down, maybe lacking energy, to bring that energy up and to balance out those sensations. Continue to focus on the breath, going a little bit deeper with every exhalation. It's important to really tune in now to what you're feeling in your body. Every exhalation, see if you can go just a little bit deeper, feeling the muscles stretch. Taking a moment to think about how you can practice gratitude right here, right now, in this moment. Very slowly, we're going to rise all the way up. And we're going to transition onto the hands and knees. So if you go ahead and come into a tabletop position. Okay. And once you come onto your hands and knees, we're going to sit all the way back. We're going to come into child's pose, Balasana. So when you come into child's pose, you have the option of either opening your knees wide, feet together, or bringing your legs together. So you can play with this a little bit. We're going to sit all the way back onto the heels and then fold over. You can rest your forehead on your arms here. You can stretch your arms all the way out, forehead to the floor, maybe even getting a pillow or a block to rest underneath your head. That can be really helpful as well. Okay, so if you need a little bit of elevation, this can feel good, or even placing that block underneath your hips if you need some support, or even something a little bit higher. So again, take as much time as you need to settle in. Coming to your breath. So now we're working on calming the nerves and calming the brain. Coming back to noticing your breath, having acceptance, and knowing all the feelings that you have right now and in days to come is okay and perfectly normal. And all the different things that we endure as human beings every single day. It is so important that we practice this place of connection, of self-care. Just noticing that nice stretch to the back, through the spine. Feeling the gentle movement of the body as you breathe in and you breathe out, as it pushes against the thighs. The body rises and falls very gently. As you move through this rest of this practice, always know that if you feel that you want to stay in any particular posture for longer, hit the pause button and then unpause when you're ready. Continue on. And we're going to slowly start to release. And we're going to walk the hands forward. So we're going to come into downward facing dog. This is another energizing, really energizing full body posture. Enables fresh blood to flow into the body. We're going to stretch the arms, stretch the fingertips forward and spread your fingers. Good. Just kind of move before we rise up from side to side, getting a little stretch to the side body. Feels good. The hips move over to one side. Feel that opposite stretch here. Good. And then press down through the hands. And then we're going to rise up onto the knees. Okay, tuck your toes under, lift your knees, lift your hips. Good. Start to push your hands into the mat. You're going to push away. Drop your head down. Let it get heavy. Okay, and then start to straighten those legs out. Now it's okay to have bent knees here. As you push away, feel the energizing nature of this posture, downward dog. Lift your tailbone higher, press down through your heels. It can feel really good just to walk out, right? Alternating heel presses here, called walking the dog. Also, as you let the head be really nice and heavy here, we release and create some space through the neck and the cervical spine. Continue focusing on your breathing. Noticing what you're feeling in the body. Now we're going to walk the hands all the way back towards the feet into a standing forward fold. You can bend your knees a little bit here so that you can continue to feel that release through the back.
calming posture here. You can take opposite elbows. A little bit more, keeping the legs straight. You can even take your hands around the calves, around your ankles, or take your peace fingers and grab onto those big toes and pull yourself in. Now we're going to walk the hands back forward, coming all the way into a plank position, right? High push-up position, and then just drop your hips down. Okay, so you're going to drop your hips down, and we're coming into upward facing dog. So your wrists are underneath the shoulders. Let me just fix my hair here. Okay, wrists under the shoulders. So we've got a nice foundation here. Spread the fingers, lift the chest, try to relax your shoulders here. Now if you need to bend your elbows, you can bend your elbows, okay? This is really energizing and rejuvenating. You can feel it in the back, feel the compression of the spine. So as we strengthen and energize, we're also releasing stress from the back of the body. We can hold a lot of stress back there, so this helps to release. And if this is still too much, you can lower it down onto your elbows here and come into Sphinx pose. Relax your shoulders. Relax the neck. Focus on your breathing. And repeat to yourself, I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. Okay, let's come on back onto the knees and swing the legs away. We're going to come back into a reclined position. When you come into this reclined position, bring your knees into your chest. And then straighten your legs up towards the ceiling. All right. So you can stay right here if you want to. Okay, legs to ceiling. If you have a block or a cushion, let me grab mine. You can slide it underneath your sacrum here. And just have your hips elevated. Just like this, okay? So just listen to your body, see what is going to work best for you, okay? Otherwise, we're coming into shoulder stand, right? This is an inversion. So I'm going to slide this back out. Lifting up through your hips. Place your hands on your back. Now walk your hands up the back. Maybe walk the elbows and the shoulders in. And we lift the legs up. This is so healing. So calming. This balances our emotions, nourishes the nervous system. And just keep the legs active, the feet active. Put a little smile on your face here. Just curl the sides of your mouth up gently. Okay, we're going to take the feet behind the head, moving right into plow pose. So if you can keep the legs straight, keep the legs straight. Bring your feet towards the floor behind you. You can support your back with your hands or even straighten out the legs here, or the arms rather. Continue to be aware of how this feels in your back and your neck. We never want to feel any pain or discomfort, especially in the neck. So be super, super mindful
And if at any time you're feeling any sort of discomfort, you can come back and extend your feet towards the ceiling with your entire back body resting on the mat. Okay, very, very slowly, we're going to release back onto the back. Okay, legs back up and then knees in towards your chest. One more time, we rock side to side, and now we're going to move into our final rest of Shavasana. So, extending your legs all the way out to the corners of the mat. Okay, relaxing your arms to your sides, turning your palms up. So Shavasana, our final relaxation. Relax the body and really start to tune in and feel the effects of every posture we just brought our bodies into. So close your eyes, turn your palms up to receive the amazing energy that surrounds you. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, start to relax. Get heavy in your body and in your space. Let's start to move the body, the fingers, the toes. Bend your knees, roll to either your right or left side. Keep your eyes closed and bring yourself up to a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. Tuning back into how you're feeling, hopefully calmer, more relaxed, happier, and energized. Take a deep breath in, sweep the arms above the head. Let's really stretch. Use the space that surrounds you as you sweep up. Join the palms, catch the energy, and guide it to your heart. Namaste. I hope that today's video helped you feel a little more relaxed, a little more energized, happier, rejuvenated, all the positive, wonderful sensations that we want to feel in our body. And most of all, hopefully,
you feel balanced, because through these postures, it is what we are cultivating, is this sense of balance in our body, in our minds, and in our spirits. So if you like the video, press the like button, share this video with others, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you very soon. Namaste.